Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome back to my channel Parul English Lab. Today I'm going to talk about a less common modal verb. The verb is shall. I will tell you how to use shall in English grammar. So please watch this video till the end, and before going ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab. Now let's get started. Shall is less common in modern everyday English than it used to be. It's been replaced by will and should. But still it plays a vital role in formal writing, legal documents, and some specific contexts. Now let's see what are the scenarios where we use shall. In everyday conversation, shall is mostly used with I or we to make a polite offer, suggest ideas, or ask for an advice. In this context, it is used as a question. For example, shall we dance? Here we have used shall as a suggestion. Shall we dance? Shall I open a window for you? Or shall I get a chair for you? It's an offer. What shall we do tonight? So here we are asking for an advice. Where shall I put your bags? Again here we are asking for an advice. And in all these sentences I have used shall with either I or we. So this is the correct way of using shall in this particular context. In legal, official, or highly formal writing, shall is used with second or third person, like you, he, she, it, they. In this context, it expresses a strict obligation, a rule, or command. It means that you must do something or you are required to do something. For example, the tenant shall pay the rent on the first of each month. It means that the tenant must pay their rent on the first of each month, or they are required to do this. All employees shall wear protective gear in the designated zone. No person shall enter the building without authorization. The board of directors shall meet at least 4 times a year. So here in this sentence we have used shall with second or third person, and we have talked about an obligation, a strict rule or command. Traditionally, grammar rules dictated that shall is used for simple future tense when speaking in the first person, like I and we. And will is reserved for second and third person, like you, he, she, it, they. Now in modern English, will is being used with first, second as well as third person, but shall is only being used with I and we. And it is used when you want to sound more formal, poetic, and deeply determined. For example, I shall never forget this historic day. I shall write to you as soon as I arrive in Paris. We shall overcome these obstacles together. I shall return soon. So this way we use shall when we want to sound more formal, poetic, or deeply determined. Sometimes shall is used to emphasize that something is guaranteed to happen, carrying a poetic tone. For example, ask and it shall be given to you. So it shows that if you ask for it, you will definitely get it. The truth shall make you free. Do not fear, my friend. You shall not face this trial alone. I shall love you until the end of time. Whatever it takes, justice shall be served. He gave his word that the stolen artifacts shall be returned to their rightful home. The day shall come when the kingdom rises again. A time shall arrive when all the secrets are revealed. So this way we use shall in this particular context when we want to sound more poetic or dramatic, and when we want to emphasize on something that is guaranteed to happen. So this is the correct way of using this modal verb shall, and I hope you have understood all the scenarios where we use shall. Now you can also share some of your examples with me. Try to make some sentences using shall in different contexts and share with me all the sentences in the comment section. So that's all for today. Keep learning, keep practicing, and See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day.